Shalom. We are about to begin a series of principles of educating children in accordance with the Jewish halakha, the Jewish law. This is based on a book that we have written, that's myself and my wife, Rabbi Abramov, which is called Our Family, Our Strength. Now, we have here one chapter, which is the 25 basic principles of child rearing. We discussed this chapter at length with the late Rabbi Shlomo Wolbe, the great mashgiach, the great leader of our generation, who passed away a few years ago. And he was an expert in education, and he assisted us greatly in this series. When we first brought to him these 25 principles, the most significant change that he made was to change the order. And he suggested that principle number 1, which we're about to do in educating children in child rearing, is husband-wife relationship. He said that should be principle number 1, because any attempt to modify or develop midas or character traits of children will be directly affected by the atmosphere in the home. The home is the prime place, it's the arena where children grow, and that home must be a home of peace and harmony and quiet and tranquility and love and friendship, fun, happiness, and that is obviously dictated by the parents. When the parents, husband and wife, have a loving relationship, this relationship will permeate the entire home. It will become the setting for the children to develop and to grow in a comfortable, relaxed and loving atmosphere. Now, obviously, we know that there are inevitable differences between husband and wife. There are issues sometimes that need to be sorted out. Preferably, these issues should be sorted out not in front of the children. These issues should be sorted out in private. Husband and wife can go for a stroll, can go out somewhere, or can, behind a closed door, can sort these things out. That's a separate issue, how one sorts out issues. But it's really not a good idea for parents to express extreme differences and sometimes loudly express them and sometimes take great exception with the other's opinion. The child who loves them both equally, and that's the way it should be. Father and mother have different roles, but in a certain sense, the child has a special feeling for each one in his own little manner, in his own little way. And there's nothing more painful to a child than having a situation of his two great heroes in his life who are at loggerheads with each other. So Revolver said that's the most important thing of educating children, is for parents to improve their own relationship. Now, it's always a good idea. Who doesn't want to have a good relationship? But this is an added incentive, because it's very difficult to take these little buds that are just beginning to grow, just beginning to develop, and the primary growth that takes place in the home. This home must be a place of harmony, of peace, of love, and of fun. Children have to feel happy at home. They have to feel that the home is a happy home. There's one of the most difficult chapters in the Torah is the parasha of Ben Sorer Umoreh. That's the rebellious child. And it's very painful and a very difficult circumstance, which Chazal tell us never happened. There never was a Ben Sorer Umoreh. However, the pasuk says, "Einenu shomea bekoleinu." He doesn't listen to our voice. The child is rebellious, and he doesn't listen to our voice. Now, our voice means one voice. Parents must always have a single united front. And if they don't, the child is forced to make choices, painful choices. Sometimes children learn to play up, and they know, well, if I side with daddy on this issue and with mommy on that issue, I go to them, to this one for that, to the other one for that. The child becomes manipulative, and even subconsciously. And that's not a healthy situation. Of course, daddy and mommy are different people, different individuals. But there's no situation where the child knows, well, if I go to daddy, he's going to say no, so I'll go to mommy, or the other way around. Parents have to speak with one voice. The children have to feel this. Now, of course, in a proper Torah home, parents can certainly show affection for each other, not in front of anybody else, physical affection. Physical affection is something private, it's intimate, it's something personal, but one can show affection with the smile, with the wink, with the shows, the signs of respect. So this is the most important issue. This is principle number one. Let's make our home a nice, happy, and cheerful, peaceful home of tranquility and harmony.